What about Michelle Rodriguez? How do you guys feel about the latest controversy with her?
Well, she has a new film where she is playing a transgender female to male, and it's getting a lot of controversy just because, you know, she's not transgender. She says that she's part of our community because she's bisexual, and she would never do something that she thought was offensive or transphobic.
I'm kind of on the fence with this, y'all, because for me, it's like, it's acting, and you know, that's what acting is, you know, to play these different roles.
Well, in that case,
but the way she said it was like, the way she was making excuses, well, then you gotta think about funding. Can they carry the film? Will it be popular?
That was the part where I was like, Michelle, shut up right there. Like that.
She has a point, but she should have shut up about that.
It shouldn't be. Now, when she was like, oh, I'm part of the LGBT community, I'm not trying to hurt them. I like that aspect.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
I feel like Michelle Rodriguez, I'm gonna believe that her heart is in the right place with the whole situation.
Everyone involved, I think.
I wouldn't be mad at Michelle Rodriguez. I would be mad at the casting people, just for the simple fact that you cannot find a talented transgender actor.
What if this film was getting made 10 years ago? Would it be a little more acceptable and a little more, people would think it was a little more like, you know, oh wow, it's something for the gay community, the transgender community, and I don't think there'd be as much flack. I think it stems from now is, there's a lot of transgender actors and actresses out there, you know, look at Laverne Cox, look at these people that are doing great things and they're getting recognition for it, and it's showing that, you know, transgender people are just the same as us and they can act, you know, so they should be given a chance.
That's the part that's irritating. I kind of feel like I think about the people who are behind the scenes, the production. There's somebody you could have found that is transgender that could have represented a transgender person more authentically, not that Michelle Rodriguez won't be able to do that. I just feel like throughout history, you know, trans people haven't been getting recognized for their talents, for, you know, as a matter of fact, they've been bashed, you know?
That one film you were telling me about.
Stonewall, this came out last year, and it's a similar situation. Stonewall was about the Stonewall riots and, you know, everything that happened there, and a lot of people were protesting it and boycotting it because while the actual Stonewall riots were headed by drag queens and women of color and gay men of color, the movie seems to whitewash that and have a white, blonde, all-American boy lead. So a lot of people were mad about that too, and I think some of their criticism was, well, you know, like what Michelle said, and just playing devil's advocate, you do have to sell tickets. If no one sees your movie, then, you know, your message is lost anyway.
But I think having that frame of mind is the problem. I think that's a problem.
Well, the thing that people want their film, their message to be seen for a monetary value instead of putting out a good piece of art.
For what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think it's even just that. I think it's, you know, when you say things like, well, you know, we have to have a big name and all that stuff. Well, how did the big name become a big name? But that name was a small name at one point. No one knew who Brad Pitt was before his first film.
Nobody knew who me was before OUTspoken.
Well, and no one ever will.
Girl, they still don't know us.
No one knew these. No one knew these big names. They have to have a start somewhere. And if we keep saying, well, we can't put a black person in this film because no one goes to buy black movies. Well, you'll never know until you make a really good movie starring a black person or a Latino person or even an Asian person, because you never see Asians.
Matt Damon's new movie, The Great Wall, you know, it's all in China, it's all about China, and, you know, it's the last stand of humanity happening in China, and yet it's starring Matt Damon, another movie that got a lot of controversy. Scarlett Johansson's new movie, where she's playing an Asian character, you know?
It's crazy.
This is so crazy.
It is crazy.
Well, to be fair, she is an 18.
Of what?
No, sometimes it just comes across as like, well, you know what? We really want to make this movie and we want to put out this message and let people, you know, make people become more aware of what has gone on in history. But you know what? Let's not. The character's black, but let's not let them be black because we don't think people are ready for that. That's how it comes across.
I mean, that's how it is with the new Mary Jane. You know, Zendaya.
Oh yeah, that was another
controversy. The new Mary Jane, and people are like
mad because she's
black.
Now
those are a lot of the comic people because, you know, they're like, well, stick to the character. It's not about because she's a black woman playing, it's because the
character's right. And as a huge comic book nerd who sometimes gets upset when they change casting too much, I think that she is the most accurate Mary Jane that they've casted so far, if you really think about it.
You talking about Zendaya?
Yeah, she's a 6 foot tall, gorgeous, beautiful supermodel, and I'm sorry, that's Mary Jane's character.
Yeah.
She's a supermodel. She's gorgeous, she's beautiful, she would never like the nerdy guy.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
I'm sorry, that's not Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bye, please.
He's saying the same thing.
Not saying about Kirsten.
No, she is not a supermodel.
like
And
her.
Shailene
I do
Woodley
like-
was cast in.
But what happened to her, bro?
I just feel like, give everyone a chance, give everyone an opportunity.
It's going to take producers making a change. It's the producers and the film companies. It has nothing to do with the directors and the actors. Yeah, they could fight a little harder, but it's the producers. Because if they're not willing to invest money to make a movie with this person or that person, exactly, that's what has to change.
And the viewers, you have to go out and support movies that are starring these minorities that you want to
Like
see.
Tangerine, have you guys seen Tangerine?
Oh my
I
gosh,
agree.
everything. Seriously, everybody go watch that movie. Go watch that movie. It's everything.
Characters like this, transgendered homeless girl, just like on the run
Uh-huh.
throughout the whole movie, and unfortunately, that's her life.
Yeah. Which is the reality of most transgendered people and
Yes.
a lot of young transgender people.
Especially
which
transgender
is
people of color.
even more why the message is getting lost with Michelle Rodriguez and why there's
Yeah.
complaints. But we'll see what happens.
We shall see. Alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Outspoken. Please, again, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. All the links will be beautifully placed right here.
Hopefully. Otherwise, we just look really stupid going like this.
Yeah.
You guys have
So.
clean hands. Your hands are very clean.
Right?
Exactly. Right here.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
See ya.